There we go. We are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, Maree. Hello, Jazzy.
Yay. Hi, Lisa. Hi, everyone. Jazzy says hello.
That's wonderful. And how have you been doing over there? Anything going on that we need to know?
um, yeah, really interesting. Remember that disinformation bill that they wanted to pass through, that everyone reacted in such a big way to that they've stopped that for now, but now they're trying to get one through for under 16s to stop them from having access to certain things. But what it is just a sneaky way of trying to get the digital ID in. So everyone has to put their digital ID up to be able to say how old they are, blah, blah, blah. So that's now getting completely smashed by people knowing what the true agenda is. So I really feel a lot of people are starting to step up to the plate again. And, yeah, starting to really sort of go, no, this is not, we're not going to accept this. So we'll see what happens. But I think that'll get shut down as well.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
so that's interesting. So yes, I mean, I'm sure there's other things going on, but I forget to watch the news occasionally. So what
Yeah,
about
yeah,
you? What have you been noticing? There's a lot going on over in the US, really, isn't there, on a lot of levels?
yeah. There is a lot going on, and that's why I wanted to have this show today. Was about that. So you know how I watched Tarot by Janine, and I've been watching her forever, and
Yep.
literally that's the only person I watch. And even though she has been wrong in the past, um, it came out that somebody sent them an email explaining all these markers that this person had knowledge that he believed that the 3 days of darkness was going to be this weekend while we were in Thanksgiving, because
Mm.
everybody was with their families and everybody was in a certain place. And so the the information that came through was that the bad guys actually were going to be in charge of it. So there's a lot of questions that I have that I think we need to look at, because that's
Sure.
5 days ago, 5 days from now. And if it is going to happen, we need to be ready and, for whatever it is that, is going to happen. So, um, you
So
know,
yeah, true. And I guess, what do they mean by darkness? I
that's
guess
what
that's
we
the
need to,
question.
so that's what we need to look at. Is it power? Is it the banks going down? Is it the power grid going down? So we just need to, you know, really understand what this is about. So I really want to go into detail, and I'm sure it's going to take a little while. So hello everybody on the chat. Thank you for saying hello and letting us know where you're listening from. And so yeah,
Oh,
let's get started because we have a
yeah,
lot to cover today.
sure.
And so again, this is information that is coming through. Yeah,
Do you want
yeah.
to pop up? Yeah, your banner. Thank you. Gosh, Warrior, UK. It must be late over there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What is that?
Yes,
7 and 6.
10 hours
Yeah.
from me. So yeah, it's about midnight. Would that be right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Love it.
So this is not to scare us or anything like that. Yeah, there's a lot of conflicting stories on this. So I really, Maree, to be honest, I trust you more than I trust Janine. So I felt that I needed to bring this here, even though she covered it. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I feel you're way more connected. So,
Yeah.
um,
And I don't
so
watch Tarot by Janine either, just so everyone knows. I used to, and then I'm like, no, that's her little journey, and it's beautiful.
yeah.
I'm happy just to get what I get, and yeah. And again, you don't have to agree with how I interpret the cards. That's the other thing I always say. Yeah,
And the other thing too is that, what if, could we be in a different timeline that she is?
correct.
Because she might be like this window to a
Mm,
vibration that I'm no longer a part of. So that I just would rather that we handle it with our vibration and
Yep.
we go from there. Yeah. So, so what would be the best way to ask the question? Um, will there be a disruption to us and the people that watch our show,
Mm-hmm.
um, that would be not detrimental, but that would affect us in a negative way?
Or what about out of the ordinary, not something that would usually happen, So first of all, we can just see, because, you might stub your toe. You might, you know what I mean? This is where we have to be so definite with what we're asking. So
Yeah.
something out of the ordinary that is,
Yeah.
like a, whoa, okay, wow, this has happened. This is not what we were expecting.
Yeah. Something that is
So,
out of
and we're
something
going to ask for the US. It's particularly for the
for
US.
now, let's do US, and then
Yeah.
we'll see the answer and then go from there.
Yeah.
Because the reason it has to do with the US, it's because it's Thanksgiving this Thursday. And so, and you know what the other thing too is, Maree? Thanksgiving has always been the third Thursday of the month. This is the first time ever. It's the fourth Thursday of the month.
And why do you think that is?
And I have not seen anywhere explain why. So
Interesting. Well, that's interesting in itself, isn't it? So, yeah. Wow. Okay, let's have a look at our cards that came up. So the first one up is the Seven of Pentacles. So to me, look, there could have been something that's been seeded a long time ago for this time. Just waiting for it. And then we've got the Ten of Wands. So action's been taken, but it's not quite finished. So whatever's been planted and seeded, it's almost like it's not finished. So, but then we did get the Tower card. Now, the Tower card to me can mean that there is some sort of change, but it's often on a deeper level for our benefit with something that happens.
Oh, well, everything that happens to us for sure is for our benefit. But
so there could be something that happens. I'm going to get more clarity.
Yeah, interesting, because Janine got the same card.
Wow, isn't that
the
interesting?
Tower. She got the Tower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, okay, and I'm also just getting a little bit of a download with this. You know how I work, and so what I'm also getting is that this is what was planned. This is what was wanted to have happened. All right, remember, that's why the Seven of Pentacles came up to me. That's seed planting. That's setting something up, taking action for a Tower moment. But I'm going to ask for some clarity.
Yeah, we need clarity for sure.
Clarity, on timelines. And is that something that is going to be thwarted? Some of these cards. Sorry, I've got some of these cards upside down. That's all right. I don't like upside down cards. So, all right, let me just try again. That one wants to come out.
Yeah, but so is there a reason why you shuffled again instead of grabbing from the way? Because usually clarification.
Usually I get it straight away from the cards. No, because I was getting this feeling of something coming through that was almost like something was thwarted. Is there such a word as thwarted?
Yeah, absolutely. Like so yeah, I think the bad guys had a plan to do this. So, but maybe it was, like you said, thwarted, and it's not going to be as bad, or it's going to be, or maybe not happen at all. I don't know. So that's what we need to.
So the next card that flipped out as I was shuffling that second time to get clarity, the card that flipped out was the Three of Wands. To me, this is when action's taken. I'm getting goosebumps. Action's taken. Oh my God, I know I'm channeling this. It's like, so the Three of Wands is about looking forward to the future and being able to let go of the past. Oh my God, the goosebumps are just crazy. So this to me is saying something's happened to change what the original want and desire of particular groups were. But now I can do some more clarity cards with that. So Yeah, this is so fascinating because I don't know anything about this. I hadn't heard about this even. This is, yeah, it's good. I like coming in cold.
Yeah, me too.
So the moon cards come up. So to me, that means there is something that's out of place. There's something in our psyche. We could have something. It's, sorry, I'm getting told no. It's the psyche of consciousness, psyche of all consciousness. There is something out of place. So let's see what that evolves to is the word I'm getting. But it's almost like it has to happen. Yeah, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Then we get the transformation card, the death card. So something has to happen within our consciousness on a united level, like people call it global consciousness. But this is, yeah, because there is going to be a transformation of some sort over this time frame. This is fascinating. It's just, all right. Okay, which one? You want me to have that one? Okay. Four of Swords. Something's still hidden, but the truth is going to come out. We know this card. We know that it's telling me that, yes, there is going to be some sort of shift because of a trigger, but it's still hidden, but the truth will come out about it. This is fascinating. I'm getting to get one more. Oh, you want to come out? Where are you? Oh, that one. Ow, you're hot. Oh my gosh. We've got our Knight of Swords. To me, that's the military. So if anything goes on, it's going to be absolutely jumped on, okay? And this card was nearly as hot, but I got told to pick that one up first. The Eight of Cups. This is walking away from a situation that does no longer serve us, that's emotional, finding a better way.
Okay.
And
so,
I just got goosebumps again.
Okay. So the death of something. So that's important. We have the death of something. And
But remember the context of that transformation card. It was after the moon card, which to me always means there's going to be some sort of, now but this could be done through frequency and consciousness as well, remember. So there's going to be some sort of trigger within the global consciousness, the psyche of it. So something's going to shift, and then the transformation card. So there is going to be a big consciousness shift.
Okay, well, let's try to find out what it is, if it's related again to the
something else happening.
The money, because I know money for people is survival, right? Survival, money equals survival for people. So money is a big one. Then I know that the power, like supposedly that I personally don't think it's the power, because it's called business, but I'm thinking it
jumped out again. There's going to be something, but it's not going to be as big as we think. But it's going to be enough to help shift people's psyche into a different place. And it's so weird. I was thinking about airports when you were saying that. Airports jumped into my head. So there could be some issues with that. I don't know. This is just my interpretation of what I'm getting. But yeah, so who knows?
Okay. So
and I mean, that could be because of weather. We don't know, do we? There could be anything that's going on.
So let's start with okay, let's try number one. Is it related to the financial system?
Okay, let's ask
the death of the existing financial system. Which, I mean, when I say that, I mean the Fed and the banks.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, that's still being worked on. So it's the Eight of Pentacles, which tells me that that aspect is still being worked on. I don't know that it's going to be that.
Okay.
No,
that's not a big. Yeah, that's not a big yes card.
It's not a big yes card.
Okay, so it's not the banks, it's not the money. Okay, is it darkness in that the internet will go down, and it'll go from the existing internet where we're being spied on, where we're who knows what goes on in that internet, to like the new Starlink internet, where it's not Starlink, but probably like quantum system or something.
Something connected to that. Okay, let's have a look and see what we get. Does it have to do with our internet, our communication.
Communication between, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, you want to come out? Is it you? No, it's this one. There could be something going on with that, because it was interesting. This card flipped out first. So the Nine of Cups, and remember it tried to come out after the last one as well. Yeah, it's interesting how this happens. So the Nine of Cups is actually something we've desired, we've emotionally wanted. And then the Ace of Cups. So to me, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be an issue. It's almost like if something goes on, it can be counteracted. There's something positive that comes through from that, which is really, yeah, look at this. We've got a Three of Cups. That's a celebration card. It's emotional. So these are all emotional cards. So if something was going to happen at that, end, it's almost like there's a solution straight away. Something, yeah, that's actually, everyone goes, oh my gosh, that's amazing how they did that. So
Okay.
yeah.
So, so do you feel it has to do with communication though? Like that was a yes with that ace?
Yeah, it was a yes, but it was positive. So it's almost, okay. So it's good when you ask these questions, because then things start to come in. There could be some very positive communication that comes to us. There might not be an issue with the Wi-Fi, internet, anything like that, but there could be something positive that comes through, that that, because we asked for our group in particular. So
Yeah.
for people maybe that are in our, in this way of thinking and this sort of frequency. So the Six of Pentacles, to me, that means that there's going to be some sort of offering, and it could be financial, or it could be just a reality, something in reality that's actually coming through for the people. So yes, to me, it actually looks like something's going to come through. Queen of Wands, she's my integrity card. She's the one who tells truth, takes action that's truthful. It's something positive. So
Okay, so maybe we are in a different timeline than Janina's.
Maybe we are. Oh my God, we just got another Ace of Cups.
Wow.
This is I really feel something positive almost is going to come, even if there are some issues that go on in certain areas or things are happening. Something positive is going to come through, I feel, for Thanksgiving. So what's the actual date of your Thanksgiving this year?
This Thursday.
What date's that?
The 28th.
28th. Yeah. And it's the whole weekend, really, isn't it? That's what most people.
Well, then Black Friday means there's people go shopping that day, and there's some good deals. And I was shocked to hear you say you get a Black Friday deal. I'm like, what?
Oh, they use anything, but yeah, Australia's now taking on these Black Friday deals.
No way. Are you kidding?
Yeah, no. And most people wouldn't have a clue what Thanksgiving's about. I've been over there in the US for a Black Friday. They actually did it the year I was there. For the first time, they started it on Thanksgiving Day. And because every American was home doing their Thanksgiving, us Australians were out shopping, getting all the deals. No one else was there.
Did you ever ask over there, like, what is a Black Friday? Do they know where the name comes from?
Probably not. I mean, I know, but probably not.
That's so interesting.
I know, right? No, they'll use it just is what it is. So, yeah.
Wow.
But I know because I've been there and done it. Oh, my God, you're not going to believe. These cards are amazing. As we were talking about, like, what was going to happen, we've got the Fool card. So this is stepping into a new way of being, a whole new journey. Then we got our gorgeous Nine of Pentacles, and I love her because this is unique. This is abundance. This is being able to be who we truly are. And then an Ace of Wands. So,
wow.
so for some of us, I feel there's going to be a really big consciousness shift. It's just going to create a whole different world for us. This is what we're saying. It's like everyone experiences life so differently. Wow. So they're amazing cards to get.
Wow. Okay, but let's go back and see. Let's go back and look at that one card that was the military. Okay. Are we going to see military out on the streets?
That card, when those cards came up, I was getting a a bit of a story coming through, and
Okay.
if it's needed, it's going to be there. So it's not going to,
Oh.
there's not going to be the issues that could have been with what was planted and seeded a long time ago, but because the military can step in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, our chat has been awfully quiet, which is really weird.
Yeah.
But
Has anyone got any questions?
maybe they're just riveted by the information.
Funny. So, yeah, look, I don't know. It's yeah, I don't know. I don't, yeah, to me
So,
this feels like something that there could be something that's triggered or happens, but it ends up being something really positive.
okay, so then is this going to affect other countries?
Oh, good question. The Eight of Swords has come up, so I feel it might be just contained
The
within the
US?
US. Yeah. If it's, and in certain areas. And again, I feel that our consciousness, or you want to come up, our consciousness, people that are, taking time out, the hanged man, people that have surrendered, that have gone into doing their work, internal work, consciousness work, connecting. I feel it's going to be a different story. So, but I feel there's a pause on it as well. So this is two ways. So to me, it's like I said, I feel that something's changed. There's a pause on what was going to maybe happen.
Oh,
Yeah, look,
okay.
I just got confirmation of that with that same very first card we got, the Seven of Pentacles, where they planted those seeds so long ago, but there's a pause. It's been paused, if that makes sense. So there's something that's actually come in to help reduce, to help change up what the original plan was.
Okay. Is there anything that let me see. Trigel has a question. Could whatever happens be a validation confirmation for those that are awake or aware?
Oh, Trigal, that's a great question. That's interesting because this card sort of flipped out. Four of Swords. So again, there's still something hidden there, but usually it does come to light with the Four of Swords. The story comes out eventually. Let's just see. I'll ask that of these cards. The Trigal, it's a good question. And I just know that we perceive things so differently. We respond to things so differently. It just changes the whole aspect of what's going on anyway in front of us, Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Queen of Cups. Let's have a look. This is crazy. All right. Oh, one more. Hang on. I just really like to get that one's really hot. Let's see if we can get him out. I'm taking my time today just because there's so much energy going through the cards.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Take your time. We need details for this. So
when the Queen of Cups comes up, to me, this is when we are contemplating, like I was just saying, we're contemplating our emotions, how we're sitting in the world, how we're feeling. There can be some sadness associated with it, but look at what we've actually experienced over the last, specifically 4 years. And then we got this. So for us, we could have a tower moment, which is amazing because that will help to change things, because this is where we've been, that Nine of Wands. It's sort of like nearly the end of the journey. It's been pretty tough, as I was saying, for a lot of us. But, it's just, yeah, I'm going to get one more card.
But is that tower moment, you mean for us, the ones that are awake, or for the ones that are not awake?
Look, I feel for us, even if there's a tower moment, we handle it completely different because we just got our beautiful Empress card. Now, she's an absolute creator. She sits in grace. She sits in her heart space. So it's completely different for us. but some of us might still feel it. We might go, oh my God, oh my God, what's going on? And it's okay, but bring yourself back into this place. But I don't feel it's going to be all over the US. I feel this is just going to, again, I'm getting it's going to be quite sporadic if things are going on. So
Okay.
yeah, but for us, I really feel you've got to remember who you truly are. Really remember who you are. All right. So yeah. So some people could get triggered depending on what your perspective is of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish we could find out what it is or what it's related to. I mean, I'm sure we can't figure out exactly what it is, but let me ask you this. Does it have anything to do with the ground shaking?
Oh, okay. Let's check on that. As in something from underneath the
Like
earth?
a earthquake type thing.
Okay, let's have a look at that. And
Because,
again, it might be just in specific type of situations. Sorry, I like my cards to be upright.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So let's.
anything to do with nature or
Yeah. Okay. Anything that's maybe more than just natural, even, is probably a good way to do it with nature. Nature's, what we have and experience through either earthquakes or other things.
Hey Kathy, I'm glad you made it.
Okay. Interesting. I'm still feeling that there could be some weather interruptions just with the cards that are coming. Oh God, yeah, with the cards that are coming up. So the first one is the Five of Pentacles. So this is when people are out in the cold and there's snow there. So this is why airport came up for some reason, but that will change. Obviously, 5 is change, but there could be some changes in weather in places that could limit people traveling. And the Four of Cups, this is when people often they're being offered something emotionally, but they don't really want to take it. They're just looking at what's in front of them. It's a time where people often have to contemplate and they're not happy with it. And again, we've got our Four of Swords. So
oh my God. Can we throw that card away?
I know, right? So I'm going to do one more for this because I think this is, but it's all going to be okay. Again, we've got our Three of Cups. So it's all good. No matter what happens, it's always perfect emotionally, isn't it? Because that's a celebration card. So,
Yeah.
but it's only in specific areas. If things happen, it's only in, like, I'm seeing 3-4 areas.
Okay. So definitely closing down of airports would be considered dark, not darkness, but stoppage of something.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. So yeah.
Do you think, I mean, I don't think we need to ask this question, but no, wait, that's the wrong one. My apologies.
That one, yes, I'd say yes to that, Kathleen. Oh, okay, let's have a look.
Yeah, the one, I feel like they had something big planned for this period, but it's been diverted.
Yes.
That's
what's been coming up, that it's done a shifteroo. So let's just have a look. Interesting. No, I'm actually getting a download. Let's just see what the cards say. No, we're fine. Again, there's just that contemplation card, the emotional contemplation card, balancing our emotions. I don't feel so, because then we've got our King of Wands. He's someone that takes action that's really from a higher point. And then we've got a victory card. I feel that sort of those sort of weapons, those things, Kathleen, I feel that they've gone so far beyond that anyway with technology that I don't feel that that's even something that's really contemplated anymore as much.
Yeah.
it's been, to me, I remember reading years ago about how there were people in the silos that run them, and they have seen craft that have stopped it. So to me, I don't have any fear around that at all
Yeah,
anymore. No,
me either. I know they're going to be there in 2 seconds turning them off, so I'm not
because it
worried.
would disrupt too much
The entire
around.
galaxy, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so
the entire galaxy. Um, this we might want to ask Jazzy. I don't think the cards
Jazzy.
could
Yeah, good,
answer
good
that.
idea. Jasper surprised us yesterday in the dream show because I just let him come through with something, and it was absolutely amazing. It was quite beautiful. So, so let's just see. We'll give Jazzy the Jasper. Give us like really just to open up to what it means by the golden
The golden
age
age.
from Mr.
Yeah.
T and from whatever's going on. Wow. So what he's showing me is he's saying, "What do you want your streets paved in gold?" He said, and then at the same time he's like, and then there's this golden consciousness, which is Christ consciousness. So it's almost like the two go together. So what is happening in our consciousness with this beautiful Christousness in us? When we've activated our pineal gland and we're releasing that beautiful, he's saying yes, releasing that beautiful oil, the chrism oil, that's when our reality goes into the golden age, and then that's when the streets are paved with gold. So there's abundance, and there's, it's like people think and feel and act in that manner as well. So that was really nice how he gave me the two. So to me, it's both. It's consciousness and it's a physical reality of
Okay.
wealth and of, so yeah.
Nice. How
So,
exciting. How exciting.
mhm.
I definitely wanted to ask about this because that would be interesting.
Would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah. For the last month of the year, like that's kind of weird. But I mean, I don't think it would affect me. I'd be like, who cares? She's gone in a month. Like,
Yeah. So, because is Mr. B still like technically?
well, yeah, he's still president. And again, I thought that he's an actor that's being managed by the alliance. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why
Like,
would
I don't
I
see
wonder
what
if there's I wonder if there's something that they,
yeah,
maybe they want to. I don't know. This is a really good question. I have no idea. RG, let's have a look and see what the cards say. I have
yeah,
no attachment to it and no idea. So we'll just tune in and see what comes up.
yeah. I don't know. I don't feel it, but
Oh, interesting. Okay, you want to come up too. How interesting. So the first card up was our Seven of Swords. Now this is a strategy card, so this can change something up. And then we got our Queen of Swords. So it is actually something they've been thinking about doing for whatever reason, whether to throw a cat amongst the pigeons, that Queen of Swords is really, it can be right. This is what we're going to do, just to have someone to put all the blame on, or to have whatever it is, I don't know. And then we've got our Queen of Wands, but whatever happens, it'll be done with integrity. It'll be done, it's for the highest good to me when that Queen card comes up. So I'm just going to see. I'm just going to get one more. Gosh, that one's hot. That's the only one that's hot. Let's see. King of Cups. So to me, this is the master of emotions, but he's also got something hidden under his cape. So I feel it's something they might actually do, but only if needed is what I'm getting. So it's not, I wouldn't say yes to this at all, 100%. I'd be more likely to say no, but it's only if something happens unexpectedly that they would do this, is what I'm getting. So yeah, so if something like the Nine of Wands, so if something came out of the blue that they didn't know about, didn't realize was still there, because this is it's been a hard road, but we're nearly finished. If there was something that just popped out, then they've got a strategy. But I'm not feeling that that's going to happen.
Okay. All right. Um, so, it's interesting that that card came up with the snow
Oh,
because,
really?
yeah, yeah. So this is what came to mind when that card came up for me. This is what I was like, oh, it's going to be a snowstorm from hell up there or something. Or
Something.
or maybe we'll get snow like all of the US, even here. I don't know. Like, well, no, because it's gonna be hot here. So I know we won't
Yeah.
get any
No,
snow.
no, no. I'm just seeing patches, but one area can affect then the flow on to other areas, of course, which is the issue, isn't it? So that's really interesting, Trigal, that because I didn't know that. I don't watch US weather, basically, unless it's a
Yeah,
hurricane coming towards Elisa or something, and then I take some
right.
notice. But
Yeah,
no, I
yeah.
don't watch it. So that's really interesting because that was my first thought even before that card came up, was airport and just some issues like that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And if Dennis is still on, we miss you. Thank you.
Yes, I
Thank
know.
you for popping in when you can.
I know, it's so nice to see you pop on. Yeah. So look, everything's going to be fine. I keep getting this celebration card coming up. So to
Yeah.
me, it's like we're okay. It's okay.
So then, Murray, does that mean that we are in a different vibrational space than
Yeah,
Janine? Like,
honestly, the more it's not even that. It's what we tap into. So the more we are tapped into that, then the more we create that reality. And to me, there's so many different experiences and parallels going on. It would blow our little brains if we actually could comprehend it fully. So yeah, I do believe that we do have
we are
different
in a
experiences.
different space, right?
Look,
Yeah.
look. For example, I remember I used to go out and I had some friends that were like they were like they like to have a lot of fun and whatever, and they'd sometimes get themselves in trouble. And I always used to say to them, "I will never back you up. If you get yourself in trouble, I'm not. That's it. I don't want to know about it." Sure enough, anytime something would happen, I'd be off doing something else or talking to someone else. I wouldn't even know about it. So we can absolutely live in two parallel worlds, even with the same people in our lives that are on a whole different parallel journey to us.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Interesting.
Oh, another beautiful card, 10 of Cups. No, all rainbows. It's okay. It's like, that's the message I've been getting with it all. No matter what happens, it's actually okay. So I think that's what we've got to remember.
Yeah, so the message that came through over there was more of a and it wasn't Janine's show, it was actually JC's show,
Right.
which tends to be a lot of fear mongering lately because I think it brings more people in. But um um yeah, it seemed to be a lot more fearful there. Not a ton though, because um Janine is always very positive. So she's always like, it was thwarted. You use the word thwarted. That's what she said. Not the same
Oh,
word.
really?
Yeah, she
Interesting.
also said that it was going to be a lot worse, and that
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So yeah, but it sounded a lot more negative on that show than it, of course, here. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Look, and I mean, goodness me. I personally don't think anything can be as bad as what's already happened. Nothing can be as bad or as painful or as emotionally destructive as what we've had to go through already. And if we can get through that, become stronger, become more loving, become more heart-based, then man, we've got this.
yeah, no, absolutely, I agree
Yeah.
with you.
I think it's
Um,
great you're bringing all of this up. I hadn't heard anything about it. And I think it's great because it gives people the choice of how they're going to actually receive anything or look at anything or perceive something. So it's really good. And as I
yeah,
said, you guys, you can trust your own instincts, make your own decisions. I mean, here we have storms, right? So I do have battery like held torches. I do have some water. I do have I've got some things on hand. I've got the only thing that I really need is cat food, because otherwise my leg would get eaten off. So to me, I know what I need. If there was a storm, we had, like, I think it was last New Year, we had no electricity for 4 or 5 days and no Wi-Fi because the towers got smashed. So we had nothing for 4 or 5 days. So I just went off to my camping holiday. So it depends how you look at everything.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I think when you're up in the higher vibrational state, it's things are different and things don't hit you as hard.
So
Yeah.
true. And like
Yeah.
I said, we've already been smashed. Well, for me personally, just with what went on in the last 4 years, I was smashed. And it was in the end, it became a greatest gift because it gave me time to go back inside, to contemplate, to do my work. And now I'm like this whole new person with a whole different perspective on myself, on life, on everything. So it was really hard, but do you know what? It's so worth it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
always a lesson for sure.
Yeah.
So when will the public become fully aware of the massive amount of human trafficking?
Mm. Well, it's already out there, isn't it? If people are ready to find it, there's so much out there,
Yeah,
in the underground.
the Sound of Freedom, the movie that came out.
There's just so much, and
Yeah.
so we can have a look. I really feel, again, this is very much to do with people's consciousness and where they're at and what questions they're asking. So, because I remember when I really first started to understand how big it was like I just started praying and I just started going into meditation for the children, and it was just huge. So it's when people are ready.
Yeah.
Let's have a look and see what the cards say. Oh, that one's really hot. Yeah. Our beautiful Four of Swords. So it's still a mystery for a lot of people. Yes, but the truth will come out. It'll come out in a way that people can handle it as well. Like, it's already coming out. Look at this, 9 of Cups. This is what everyone desires, is for the truth to come out and for the whole situation to be stopped. And it already has. I mean, look at a certain person's island and all, things that are out in the media. It's definitely changed. So they're seed planting at the moment. So beautiful. We've got our beautiful 9 of Swords, which to me is people that worry about this at night or go into that, oh, this is terrible, this is terrible. You don't have to worry, because it's really it is being taken care of. And the other thing I got, when I was meditating and praying for them, when I really understood, I was communicating with these beautiful souls of these little ones. And it was almost like a gift they were giving the world to help rid us of this. It was so incredibly, I never expected that. It was just incredible, actually. So so it's coming out, and I think it'll come out like a lot more quickly when people wake up to a lot of other basic things that they don't know about.
Right.
What do you think, Elisa?
Well, what I was going to mention is something that I had to learn myself, was that I was a big person that, like, something came through that had the truth in it, I'd like share and share and share and share. But what I've realized is that when I do that, I have just given more energy to the negative thing, whatever it is. Let's say it is human child trafficking. And let's say that it comes out, oh my God, all this happened. And they show video of the kids being trafficked or whatever. I am feeding that reality to stay in the matrix by forwarding that information. Because let's say I forward it on my feed and let's say 50 people see it. Now that reality is now propagated 50 times, right? So I've given that reality more energy to stay in the matrix, more energy to stay out there and to be real that there's child trafficking. So what I myself have tried to do is not necessarily bury my head in the sand with bad things, but more of, I don't forward things anymore. I don't want it to grow. I don't want it to, someone said the matrix will stay open until the last person leaves.
Exactly, because they want the experience of it. That's exactly right. And who are we to judge that? Mm-mm.
Right. So that's why it's like,
Yeah.
the more I can help others leave the matrix, the better. So I don't know,
It's hard, isn't it, when we're sort of in the middle of it all. We're in this transitioning time. So, and I love what Amanda is Awake has said about P. Diddy, because I've had people that I had no clue. I didn't even really know who the guy was, but so many people have said to me, oh my God, yeah, we know what's going on now after P. Diddy. I'm going, whoa. So they picked the right person to throw out there so that people would start asking their own questions because of this one person. And I couldn't believe it. So many people have said it to me now. So I thought, well, whatever they've done with it, I knew what they've done with it all by putting it out into the media. But it's great because people now go, oh, okay, so now the solution. Right. That's what the problem was, solution. So exactly. So they're smart. Look, it's not, you're right, Elisa, it's not up to us, I don't feel, to do that job. That's for the job of the beings or the people that are working from the different level to bring the information out so that we can clear it. So, yeah.
So, I mean, and I don't know. I definitely could be wrong about not necessarily putting things out there, but I just don't want it to grow. I don't want to give it energy, my energy. I don't want it in my reality. How about that? Like, now I'm so, I'm like, I don't want it in reality.
And this card came up when you were saying that. So the Two of Cups, this is about it's about relationships with people and how you want them to be. So the Two of Cups is that beautiful, heartfelt, really warm, connected emotion. And with yourself, I always see this as you can also have that relationship with yourself. So the less we know about it, we've asked the questions, we've been shown, we know there's a solution, because whenever there's a question, there's always a solution.
Mm-hmm.
So we can come back into that heart place. We don't have to stay in that, which is what I feel, that's what I'm hearing from you. We don't have to stay in it. But it's, if it comes up, it's like, yeah, that's going on, but it's also being fixed.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. But I think the thing is, the way we fix it is by, tell me what you think about this.
Mm-hmm.
Is the way really that we fix it that we don't believe it's there anymore?
Yeah.
Because in order to project the future that we want, we have to believe we're already there. I mean, that's how I've manifested my abundance. It's by fake believing I have it, so to me, it's like, if I can believe that it's been healed and it's no longer a part of my existence, then it will disappear from my reality, meaning, oh, okay, good. Kids aren't getting trafficked anymore. So Correct. Is that really the right way to get rid of it, is to not believe that it's there anymore, and then it starts disappearing.
And we do co-create our own reality. I mean, first cut up is justice. So when we see that justice has been done, when we are the justice and we go, no more, done, finished, then that's what I believe, are creating. That Ace of Wands, that's we co-create our reality. If someone's getting bashed up in front of you, you do something, obviously. This is a whole different mindset. And then we've got this one. So there's still things that are unknown. Okay, so the Four of Swords is always about something that's hidden from our mind. So there's still things that are unknown. So things might pop up and we go, oh, okay, where'd that come from? But as soon as we own it, we love it, we recognize it, we acknowledge it, and we just do our little bit of inner work with it, then that's when it's released. So
it's
the more we do it, the more it helps consciousness.
right.
Yeah. Yes.
So is that, I mean, I feel like once you're ascending and you're going to that 5D place, in 5D, there's no effort. There is just no effort. You're abundant. Everything comes to you. You're a creator. You create as you go. Things are manifesting like this. So so that's why I feel like if I see something like that, it's like, okay, not in my reality, not in my reality. That's been cleared from my reality. And I feel that that's how we heal. Again, when I asked the mushroom, how do I help humanity? And it said, help yourself. So,
Always.
so
Yep.
that's how I feel I can affect what's outside of me. I don't want child trafficking. Okay, then I'm not going to believe it exists anymore. Because then it will eradicate. It won't be there anymore. It will clear.
Yeah.
Is that, I mean, I don't know if I'm being too logical about this, but
you've got to me, we're all here as such unique beings. We've all got the same beautiful spirit within us. We're all connected, yet we're so unique that whatever is right for one person and the way for them to find their peace or to find the best way to co-create, then for you, that works for you. So, and for me, I find I naturally tend to, it just drifts away. For me, like once I've actually gone, oh, okay, this is going on, I'm going to have a deeper look just to see what it is and to see, why we've experienced. And then lots of other lifetimes came up for me that I could clear when I went into all of that. And then now it's almost like, oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That went on. So I'm a little bit similar. Once I've done my work, then it tends to just drift anyway. So, but we're so unique. We all do it in our own way, which is perfect.
Yeah. I mean,
that card just flipped out. Strength. We all have our way of finding our strength and to knowing the best way to work through things and to help create what it is we're choosing to experience. Absolutely. So no, it's not too logical at all, Elisa.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, because I figured that's how we fix the outside by fixing the inside. So,
Totally.
I'm fixing the projector and going, not projector. That's an old program. Delete.
Control Alt Delete. Control Alt Delete. Exactly. Mm.
Yeah.
No, that's perfect.
So, yeah, maybe sometimes I think too much like it's so like a computer and it's a program, and the programs that I'm willing to have part. But really, I've been trying to clear all programs, like the age program, like that's just made up. Like we don't age. Our body, it doesn't just, our body is just a dynamic computer and it doesn't age. We've been indoctrinated to believe that it ages. It doesn't. That's why if you go back in the day and you look at the Sumerian kings or whatever the kings were that ruled the earth for 16,000 years, and come on, people, let's, and I know there were ETs, but still, we really aren't supposed to age, and we do. And so that's one program I want to delete, right? And so the program of that, sugar is bad for you, or the program that, pesticides can hurt you, or all these programs, like too many programs, it got to the point where I could only use coconut oil and eat eggs, and that's all I could eat because everything else was bad, so
yeah. So it's living in fear, isn't it?
It is living in fear.
Yeah, I mean, I listen to my intuition, my body. I love my body, because it really intuitively tells me what it needs. So I just follow that. And a long time ago, and I didn't even know why, I got told to stop drinking like diet drinks, and then it wasn't till later I found out, oh, there's aspartame in it. Okay. But my body didn't want it. So it could easily probably have like nullified it, but it just said, you don't need that. I went, yeah, you're right. I don't need that. And stop drinking tap water. And I was like, I don't know why. So I didn't. And, you know, and then you find out later, oh, okay, we would have had to nullify it. So sometimes it's easier just to do those simple things that my body intuitively tells me it needs.
Yeah.
And it's funny, the other day I got the red capsicum. I went, oh, all right, I need red capsicum. Okay, I'll go and get some red capsicum and put it in my salad. So it can be that simple.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, you know, after what happened to me with the body and everything, I started going crazy with supplements. And then I took the pendulum and I started testing, like, should I take this? No. Should I take this? No. I'm like, dang it, I should have done the pendulum before I bought all this crap, you know? And I was just yeah. It's
do you want to come up even with me? Because do you want to come up?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
so better. That, you know, it's just funny that sometimes I forget even my own, the things that I say and I believe I go back on, and it's just, in the end, it's all a program. Like, I follow Dr. Berg religiously. Well, ultimately, what he's telling me is what he believes. It's his beliefs. When
Correct.
Anybody tells you, it's their belief. So that's why I'm like, I'm done with the programs that other people are injecting into my reality. So
exactly.
Yeah.
It's so true. You know, and that's why I always say to everyone, don't believe me. Don't believe Elisa. Look inside yourself. Do your own discerning, because you're having a unique experience.
Yeah.
It's, this is for entertainment purposes only, literally. But if it brings up questions for you, great, go explore. I know it always brings up questions for me and things I'd never thought of. And that's what I love about it, is that sharing of different perspectives. So there's no bad question. It's great. Go look. Go find out what you want to find out to experience something.
Yeah, let your intuition tell you, let your intuition tell you. Absolutely.
Yeah, totally.
So, but I do have to catch myself, right? Because, if you, for example, I have a floater in my eye. So then you type floater. Oh, floater, it's because you have parasites, and so, okay. So then I started believing that, and I'm like, well, is it? Like, it could be, because then I accept the fact that there are parasites and that you need to detox, and it just goes down from there, right? So it's really interesting. I heard this commercial today. There's a new study that experts have completed that says that oh my God, I can't remember what it was. Something having to do with your eyesight. Oh, that there's some sticky cells that stick to your eye, and that now you have to take blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my God, this is how they do it.
Yeah. They create the problem.
They tell you some group of scientists did a study, and then it hits on something that maybe your eye is going through, and you're like, oh my God, that's what I have. That's what I have, is those sticky things now. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, the programs we're being bombarded with all these programs, and we just take them in, and we allow these people to affect our reality.
Totally.
It's crazy. We give our power away all the time.
We do. And this is why I do. And I think Amanda said it. I tell my body all the time, I love you. You're amazing. You're so healthy and so strong. And every cell, I can see you glowing with light and vibrating. And then I might go, which cell wants to come out and talk to me today? And I'll allow, like, a cell will come out, and it could be from anywhere. And then I send it back in once I've loved it and blessed it and told it it's amazing and to tell every other cell. And then I send it back in and it does. And you can just feel it. It's like, it's beautiful. And I ask, what do you need? And that's where we get our information from. Our body is intelligence. It's a consciousness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
All right. Well, that's it for today. I just realized
wow.
It's
Can
done.
I just tell people my website is finished, but it's still on Google. It's still got a little bit of the Chinese hacking stuff, but that'll go once they've refreshed it. It's all up. I'm not here for a whole month, so I've got no sessions up for December. But if you would like one, I have still got a few days before I go. Just email me at I am@Magic and I will organize one with you. All right. And then pop it up. So, but just for now, I've just cleared it because I thought I'll forget and someone will book one and I'll be in Bali. So, but yeah, I'll have it all properly back up and running in January. Okay. With actual dates. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. And then you're still on for next Sunday, right? With the dream show.
Yes.
Okay.
Got two.
Right.
So we've got your show next week and then the dream show as well. And then after that, I'm away until that first week back in January.
Okay.
So,
all right. Perfect. All right. Well, thanks everybody. Whatever happens, you already know we've got this.
Stay in your heart.
Yeah. Stay high vibing and just be at peace. Everything's going to be okay. All right. Okay, everybody. We love you. See you next week. Thank you, Jazzy.
Bye. Happy